The 2022 New York Auto Show returns after 2 years to kick off the spring automotive season. Automotive journalist Petrina Gentile joins us with a preview. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good, good. So the New York show returning now after the through the pandemic, and things have been quiet in the on the car show front. But what's the representation like this year?
Well, a lot less manufacturers that we saw previously to the pandemic. So a lot of German manufacturers didn't even display their vehicles. So there was no Audi or BMW or, Mercedes-Benz. They were absent. Instead, the show actually put on 2 floors that had tracks so you could drive electric vehicles. So you wouldn't notice that a lot of manufacturers didn't show up.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, this morning we're going to look at some fun cars and some concept cars. And of course, we're leaving the era of internal combustion engines. But before we do, there's this supercar.
Oh, right. Lamborghini, yes, they unveiled their Huracan. This is called the Technica, and this is basically a variant of the Huracan, which is their baby or their entry-level vehicle, but it is still a powerhouse. You know, it has a 5.2-liter naturally aspirated V10 engine, 630 horsepower, can go 0 to 100 in just over 3 seconds. But like you say, this is probably going to be one of the last times you'll be able to get an internal combustion engine only in a Lamborghini because, as you said, we're going into that electrification era. So if you want one of these, it's going to go on sale this summer starting around $280,000.
Okie dokie.
Yeah.
Now, if you wait for the electric version down the road, of course, it'll be a lot faster off the line. I mean, with the technology change and direct drive.
Exactly, yes. And that's one of the vehicles that we saw as well. It was like a hypercar from a new startup company that was called Deuce Autos. And they showed off an electric supercar that the numbers will just blow your mind. This is called the Vian, and it has 2,200 horsepower, almost 1,500 foot-pound of torque. And they say it's going to go 0 to 100 in less than 2 seconds. So it's just
because we
crazy.
Need that.
Yeah. Exactly. I know we don't need that at all, but they are going to put this into production. This is going to go into production in 2025, but they're only going to build 99 of them. We don't know the price yet, but you can expect it's going to be high too.
Yeah, I love the back end. Looks pretty cool, actually. Back down to earth, though, but still with a fun car, the new Toyota GR Corolla. This is an interesting little machine. 3-cylinder turbo.
Yes. Yes, exactly. And this is basically, GR stands for Gazoo Racing. So this is Toyota's racing division. First time we've ever seen it on a Corolla. So it'll have a manual transmission, 300 horsepower. It gets a little more of an aggressive look with, air vents in the front and the big hood scoop in the rear. So really designed on that performance side of things. This will go on sale later this year, but we don't know the price of it yet.
Yeah, a lot of tech on board, though. It has an adjustable all-wheel drive.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's all about technology, too, as we move into the future.
Yeah. And again, with the electric era coming upon us and all kinds of concepts, and you mentioned the electric track, Kia has a new offering that looks, this is a concept. It's not an offering, but it's a concept. The EV9, is it called?
That's right, yes. And this is basically a 3-road SUV, seats up to 7 people. They say it's going to have a range of about 480 kilometers with that electric motor train. I love the look of it. It's boxy, it's big. I love those funky wheels and the blue color. And this is something, distinctly different from any other Kia electric vehicle or other electric vehicle on the market. So I think if they bring this into production like this, it'll probably be a hit. But we don't know yet if it will be in production or how much it would cost if it does go into production.
Okay. Are the big manufacturers, do you think car shows as we know them will continue or, bounce back in a big way, or is this kind of the beginning of the end with car shows?
Well, I think beginning of the end for the journalists and the industry, but, for consumers, I think this is still viable because this is a great place for you to see all the cars you want, kick the tires, and in this case, in New York, drive electric vehicles. If you're, thinking about going that route, this is a great way to do it. So I think they'll still be strong for the consumers.
Okay. Another great way is following automotive journalist Petrina Gentile, and we're going to link up all your socials at chch.com because you've got great reviews on such a wide range of vehicles. Good to see you as always.
Great, Bob. Thanks to see you too.
Okay, bye-bye.